That sound you heard sounded like a Shelby Cobra, but it's not a Shelby Cobra. This is a Cobra. Don't know if they have copyright issues or not, or pending, but this thing will do 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds. And the sound you heard earlier was fake engine noise that actually comes out of this electric car to make it sound like a V8 engine when it's really electric. It's got all the classic detailing and style that you would expect from a classic Shelby Cobra, except it ain't one. You put electricity down in the gas hole and you are flying down the road in a classically inspired roadster with the 2 stripes with an optional roof. So that is the Cobra. Now, if you don't have enough money for this, because this probably costs more money than I've ever made in my whole life, there are other options. So if you want a real Shelby Cobra for $15,000, you can drive a Legend. Behold, this is a 100% legally licensed Shelby Cobra golf cart. Feel just like Steve McQueen when you're driving around the golf course. It's got a little extra horsepower. Of course, it's got stripes. Of course, it's got the sexy snake there in the front. And if we look down to the left, you see some adjustable motorcycle type shocks. You see some braided steel brake lines and some disc brakes. See a custom Shelby wheels, an integrated beer cooler. So if you want to be the coolest geezer on the golf course, if you want to drive like Steve McQueen while you're hitting the round ball around the green, there you go. And the golf cart police won't be able to catch you. Now, if you don't have that much money, for $5,000, you can buy an electric car or cart, and you can drive around and recycle aluminum cans until you have enough money to buy one of the other more expensive ones. If you want a 3-wheeler, but you want to be able to do the speed limit, this Electromechanica 3-wheeled solo car will do 80 miles an hour plus, and it has 100 miles of range, and it only costs like $3,000 more than that Shelby golf cart does. It's around $18,000. So their concept is there's one of you, and most people just take a solo trip and don't need to carry a lot of crap with them. And if that's you, then this is the perfect way to swoop around town. It's got a little hatchback option there if you want to haul golf clubs or groceries or a little bit more stuff in it. And that is the Solo. Now, Electromechanica also makes the coolest car in the world, or the coolest electric car in the world, the E-Roadster. You look like George Lazenby driving around in Her Majesty's Secret Service in this thing. And if you want to look this cool, you got to pay for it. So it costs as much as 10 of those Shelby golf carts. In other words, $150,000 for this car, and you've got to reserve it. They aren't built yet, but if you want one and you have $150,000 lying around that you're not using, that would be a great way to spend it. Cruising along in style, old school but new school. So if you need a lot of space to haul people and things places, places and things, if you're into nouns and you need a big car, this is the Edison Future. That was the sedan delivery version, and this is the People Hauler pickup truck, which has room for a lot of people, and it's got a big old truck bed. They even put a middle hitch in it if you want to haul your horses around. And then if you're an 18-wheeler rolling down the road, Hyundai makes this hydrogen-powered electric 18-wheeler truck. So that's the biggest electric vehicle that I could find at the show. If you've got to haul a 40-foot container full of stuff, you've got that. And then if you go into the party and you want a bus, this is the Party Bus, made by Canoe. The only thing it's missing is a stripper pole, and I don't know if they have lights or champagne back there, but it's got the aerodynamics of a Tylenol. It'll also tear it up off-road, according to that picture. That's about all the research I did. But if you need a new bus, if you like the old Volkswagen bus, this is the new version of that, and it's all electric if you can afford it.